Welcome back. Well, we're going from cold to wet. As expected, we got down to 32 degrees this morning, 52 this afternoon. Will be milder tonight, and here come the rain. So let's get over to the key wall. We have our rain chances pegged at 100% for tonight into tomorrow for all of Acadiana. Then we'll tone it down to about 60% or so as we get into Thursday, about 50-50 proposition Friday, and rain chances dropping off as we get deeper into the weekend. So a little bit of a gloomy forecast ahead, and it's all because we're seeing an active subtropical jet stream, also an active polar jet stream, and north of this jet stream you're getting the winter weather, and then farther to the south, well, we're getting a nice transport of upper level moisture coming out of the Pacific, and then combining with this system that's scooting on by and energy from the subtropical jet stream. It all spells a wet scenario for us developing, and we already see the rain developing. High pressure off to our northeast, low pressure developing right along the Rio Grande, and that's going to be pushing eastward and skirting just south of the Louisiana coastline. So we're going to be in the rain shield of this. Some embedded thunder possible, but no severe weather expected. But we are getting a little concerned perhaps about the rainfall totals. And since we left you, we're seeing a lot more in the way of showers developing. Look at this loop over the last 2 hours. Some spotty showers indicating instability, and then you see some convection developing, and it's already working its way into coastal portions of Acadiana. We're seeing some shower activity across Cameron Parish over by Forked Island, and by midnight tonight most of us will be in the rain for sure. Sooner for some to the south and west, a little bit later as you go to the east, but you can see that rain building in here is midnight. Now these systems sometimes are tricky, where low pressure develops out in the Gulf and keeps the heaviest storms offshore and keeps the big moisture from moving in, but the graph is going no. Some of that heavy rains are going to be moving into the coastal parishes through the wee morning hours of our Thursday morning around daybreak, and then continuing through about mid-morning before we start seeing breaks in some of the activity, and then more rains on the way. Then we get a little bit of a window going into Thursday evening, maybe misty drizzle and cloud cover, and then more showers possible Friday. We got to go with rain chance at about 60%, but it's going to be much lighter rain, and then even more Friday night going into Saturday. Probably things will begin to dry out for the afternoon. As for rainfall, the graph and the we'll say the HRRR model pretty close to one another through noon tomorrow. This is the estimates. We'll say an inch or a half inch as you get into the northern portions of Acadiana, but the coastal parishes, you see where that rain piles up. Then you add the additional rainfall tomorrow afternoon and evening, going beyond what the HRRR would be able to tell us, and we're looking at 2 to 4 solid for most of Acadiana, but isolated could be even higher. I don't think we're going to see a 10-inch rainfall, but when the graph model's been going for heavy rain run after run, that gives us consistency and also confidence that we're going to see some pretty heavy rainfall and soaking rains, at least localized street flooding a possibility. May see a flood watch get thrown in if we see those rains developing like the models are telling us. So 50 the overnight low, and that's probably where we are right now. We'll be a little bit milder. Rain and storms likely through daybreak tomorrow. More of the same as we start off the day. On and off showers and storm. Well, on and off rains, we'll say. Storms will be done by the morning hours. Rain totals 2 to 4 inches or more for most of Acadiana. So biggest soaking we've seen in months, and that's given we've already had a couple of inches of rain over the last several days. And then moving forward into the weekend, drier we go, and then it'll be cool and dry as we start next week with moderating temperatures as we get toward the latter part of next week and into the following weekend. That's it for weather for now. We'll have more coming up in just a little bit.
Franklin's shipyard scene is about to grow by 300 million. But what does that mean for local jobs? Well, I'm Joshua Moten, your St. Mary Parish reporter, with a look at how students at Solis CC could benefit.